Kickboxing Promotions presents the main event of the evening, Junior Welterweights 8 rounds. This is a non-title bout. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, William Eastman, chairman. In attendance, co-chairman, Martial Arts Division from San Diego, California, Mr. Willie Buchanan. In charge of officials at ringside, a welcome back to the ring wars to Mr. Marty Denkin, assisted by Tony Kitson. Judges at ringside, Rick Mendiola, Dr. Nelson Hamilton. Our third man in the ring, Cecil Peoples. In the blue corner to my left from Fairfield, California, with a record of 16 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 12 big wins by knockout, the North American Junior Welterweight WKA champion out of Jacob Duran's American School of Kickboxing at 141, Chai Smith, the Dragon. And in the red corner from Sherman Oaks, California, representing the 10 Goose Boxing Club and Encino Karate, with a record of 21 wins, 1 loss, 17 big wins by knockout, the World WKA Welterweight Champion at 142, Hector Pena.
Aztec warrior. What an explosive fighter he is, Jerry.
You know, Bob, I asked Hector in the locker room what his worst fear or nightmare was. He said missing the phone call that said he won the lotto.
Well, I tell you, he's an exciting fighter. This world champion is just an incredibly well-trained fighter, and he's got a tough fight in Chai Smith. Chai Smith, North American champion. If he gets going, he can be very, very dangerous.
Chai Smith had to actually go up and go down a little bit in this fight.
I understand that Chai Smith, he lost a split decision to Juan Torres, and Juan Torres is going to be going up in weight, and Hector Pena going down in weight for a future World Muay Thai title fight.
That should be called definitely an interesting fight. Hector Pena, very fast starter and a very strong and powerful kicker. Excellent boxing abilities by both of these fighters.
Hector Pena says his favorite martial artists, Benny Urquidez and Ruben Urquidez, and I guess so. They trained him, they created him, and he's just awesome.
There are those names again, Urquidez.
Yeah, and as a kid, my idol was Benny Urquidez and Chuck Norris, he said. Well, there's some real talent in the ring. Got the 10 Goose Boxing Club.
Hector Pena says if he'd like to meet somebody, he'd like to meet Cesar Chavez. That would be
in case of a knockdown, go to neutral corner, stay there.
Chavez and Pena.
Oh, yeah.
But let's take one step at a time, and let's go to Chai Smith and Hector Pena in the ring.
Here we go. We're about ready for round 1 in this scheduled 8-round fight. Brought to you by Worldwide Kickboxing Promotions, David Crapes and Ruben Urquidez with the Country Club in Reseda. Cecil Peoples, center referee. Chai Smith with the black trunks on the right, and Hector, the Aztec warrior, Pena on the left with the white trunks. First round, here we go.
The warrior and the dragon.
Well, we'll see what happens with the warrior and the dragon.
The dragon shakes his head. Nah, nothing, no power. Hector Pena coming with some strong combinations. He's definitely got some power behind his body.
Nice front kick there by Chai Smith. And a nice round kick to the leg.
His legs take it out of the fighter after quite a few thrown at him.
Keep him up. Let's go.
No question.
Hector wide-eyed, bushy tail.
Oh, Hector Pena with a nice combination.
Right now, guys.
Oh, nice right hand by Hector Pena.
Chai Smith needs to move his head a little more. He's going to get banged. He's got his head too stiff right there.
Well, the first round, he just needs to loosen up a little bit.
He looks a little tense, a little over.
Oh, nice right hand. I don't think he's getting up, Jerry.
Nice right hand by Hector Pena. Left hook, right hand.
Beautiful combination by Hector Pena.
And he's not getting up, Bob. He's down. He says, I'm not going to get up. Now watch the combination here. As he comes out of the clinch, nice right hand, left hook. The combination of both punches that takes him down.
Right, he caught him right flush on the...
He made a dragon into a lizard.
Right flush on the left cheek, and then again on the right cheek. And Chai Smith down and out.
Well, Pena had an easy hit today.
Well, I hate to see that go in so quick for this Chai Smith. I have so much respect for him. He's such an excellent fighter. But Hector Pena just really hits so hard, gets on you so fast. So a first-round knockout in our main event. Hector, the Aztec Warrior Pena.
Hector Pena and Juan Torres should come to be a very good fight that I will be looking forward to watching. And I'm sure you will too, Bob.
Oh, that Juan Torres is just absolutely an awesome fighter. He's a fabulous fighter. And Hector Pena, as you can see, is a great fighter. So that really will be an interesting fight.
Any predictions, Bob?
I'll tell you what, that would be a real tough one to predict. You know, it's funny. They're both friends of mine. I'd hate to pick one.
Yoshihisa Tagami versus Hector Pena.
これもかなりの好カードとなりました。 K1 リベンジ94の第3試合です。高見義久とヘクター・ペーナの一戦であります。3分5ラウンドで戦われます。今両者がそれぞれのコーナーに散っていったところ、まもなく第1ラウンドのゴングです。ラウンド1。さあ第3試合の第1ラウンドのゴングです。高見義久とヘクター・ペーナの一戦です。今後ろ向きになっています。白いトランクスがヘクター・ペーナ、そして向こう側おなじみの口ひげ、そして今日は頭の後ろの方、あれなんて字が書いてあるんでしょうか。
おさむって書いてあるんですよね。
おさむですか。
今年ですね、制度改革で亡くなった子がいるんですよね。その人の名前だと思うんですけども。
じゃあその追悼の意味を込めてこの文字を入れたということなんでしょうか。高見義久です。今一番脂が乗っていると評判の高見義久。ちょっと今右の人が入りますね。はい。そして連打でこれはダウン取りましたか。ダウンですね。ダウンですね。ダウン取りました。ちょっとこれは右から左。
はい。パンチ力がありますね。高見選手がこういうふうになるのは初めて見ましたけども。
右のストレートから左の連打、ちょっとこれは高見義久にとっては不覚を取ってしまったというところでしょうか。左の連打。前に出ていきます。2度目のダウンを取られました。高見義久2度目のダウンを取られました。ヘクター・ペーナ、これはものすごい推進力、そしてパンチ力。
ちょっと右目の下が切れましたね。
切れたということで今
パンチ力があるんですね。
ドクターを呼びました。ちょっと傷の具合を確認しているというところ、ご覧ください。このヘクター・ペーナの表情であります。
強いですね。
3度目の来日ということですが、 K1 シーンには初登場のヘクター・ペーナ、 ISKA 世界ウェルター級チャンピオン、それから WKBA 世界スーパーライト級のチャンピオンであります。アメリカのヘクター・ペーナ、身長が170センチ、そして今日は契約体重67キロということで 66.45 キロで計量をパスしておりますヘクター・ペーナです。さあ試合再開、傷害大丈夫だというのです。しかしまた連打左右戻すかぶせた連打、これはガードスリップを掴み手を出すまたダウンだ。ヘクター・ペーナ、この喜びようであります。
強いですね。
これは強い。
まさか高見選手がこんなやられ方すると思いませんでしたよね。
こんなにがむしゃらに進んでいってあっという間に決められてしまった。
顎とかテンプルあたりが入ってますね。
全く高見が手を出せないまま、
高見選手のいいところが全然出なかったですね。
そうですね、全くなすすべもなく高見がマットに沈んでいってしまいました。これが3度目のダウンシーンということになりますね。ご覧のように第3試合、高見義久とヘクター・ペーナの一戦はヘクター・ペーナがナックアウト勝ちを収めています。
All the way from Phoenix, Arizona. They call him Red Sting Warrior. And he is also the first Arizona world champion in 1992. Welcome at 151 3/4 pounds, Gene Stombach. Introducing in the red corner, from Sylmar, California, 6-time world champion, weighing in at 150.5 pounds. They call him Aztec Warrior, Hector Pena. The doctor stops the fight 45 seconds into the first round. Winner by knockout, Hector, the Aztec Warrior, Pena.
Межконтинентальный чемпион Hector Pena. И мне приятно пригласить его соперника, представителя Донецкой школы кикбоксинга Олега Зиновьева. Олег Зиновьев – бронзовый призер чемпионата Европы в Греции. Эти соревнования проходили в городе Кавалы. Он чемпион СНГ 92 года среди профессионалов. Первый номер всеевразийского рейтинга. Мастер спорта международного класса. С напутственным словом выступит президент ПКЦ Международной организации кикбоксинга Гален Кини, Соединенные Штаты Америки. Пожалуйста.
I'd like to thank the people of this country for allowing me this visit. I've been to fights around the world, and you guys are absolutely some of the greatest fight fans I have ever seen. Let's get on with the battle.
Итак, мы представляем спортсменов последней седьмой пары. Вес спортсменов до 62 килограммов, 12 раундов по 2 минуты. В красном углу ринга чемпион мира по версиям ИСКА и ВКА Hector Pena, Лос-Анджелес, США. В синем углу представитель донецкого кикбоксинга Олег Зиновьев, Украина.
Бой за титул чемпиона мира обслуживают рефери в ринге Билл Кларк, Соединенные Штаты Америки. Боковые судьи Васил Янев, Болгария. Виктор Терье, Канада. Майк Сойер, Соединенные Штаты Америки.
поддержании нашего гостя из Соединенных Штатов Хектора Пены. А вот она поддержка украинскому кикеру. Олег Зиновьев, Хектор Пена.
В красном углу ринга Хектор Пене, 23 года спортсмену. Провел 23 поединка, из них 22 победы. Кикбоксингом занимается 5 лет.
Неоднократный чемпион мира, а его брат носил Пенни Орквитес, носил прозвище реактивного. Закончены соревнования. В Киеве всегда был воспитанный зритель.
This is a nice action for first round though, right here, right. What is inning here? He's judged his toughest test so far, Richard. He's
never fought a fighter of the caliber of this bloke before. Oh, here comes the front kick coming again from the American, spinning back. Almost walked into one from the Australian. Pena doing a fair bit of damage with the hand.
Once again, a left hand right at the chin of Steve. Nice right leg round kick from Steve Vick. Hector going straight in though. He's not going to back off at all. Whoa! Not sure what happened. I don't know whether he grabbed hold of what then, but he certainly took that supporting leg out.
This
what a great exhibition from the Australian fighters.
This is a superb.
Nearly fired that time.
There goes the Australian. Can he finish him off? He might be in trouble, the American. Steve, super kick back, working to the top up. Oh, the knee come in. Now, will he get a reprimand? No. He's got the American in trouble, keeping him at range, poking at the head. Here comes the American back again.
Left hand from Hector Pena. Left leg round kick. As I said, both fighters showing a wonderful degree of toughness.
Courage.
Right here.
Pena gives that impression that...
a beautiful right shot there from Pena. That was a nice punch that time. That was very well timed. Referee giving him the 8 count, but Hector again with that straight left hand. He does well with that. He's trying with his own left leg. I think he caught that on the elbow that time.
I'm just starting to notice Pena now just a little bit more agile.
Beautiful inside that kick. They wait for that high round kick and they try and take the supporting leg out from nice, and he's getting that done. There he goes again. Same thing, that right leg. Boy, you can see that red coming up in the back of Steve's leg right now. Once again, a nice hard one. Caught him on the inside of the right leg that time.
As we've seen all night so far.
Magnificent kick. That was a beautiful spinning back kick to the midsection of Vick.
Now Steve's sucked him in and asked him to come in and lost his concentration.
Oh boy.
Edging him to come in.
But that's going to do it. You know, that's a little bit of the psychology thing. Great kick throw, but that scored well. That scored well, and then that will take the wind right out of you, as much as you wouldn't want to show that to Hector. Once again,
I'm just starting to see Steve Vick now. Those kicks are starting to tell.
That left leg of Steve Vick is hurting right now. You can tell that. He's worried about that. Oh, he's getting it up there, though. You see that? Nice high kick from Vick. Steve getting a little bit of stink. Oh, nice spinning back.
And to the rib cage.
Right,
followed it up again.
That hurt him.
Got some great boxing skill, Pena.
He's smart too, but he knows that. Acts like he's hurt a little bit. Waits for him to come in for the kill and then goes back himself. Oh, once again, Steve's really worrying that front leg of Steve Vick.
Well, Pena looks across in his corner as if to say, oh, come on, this bloke should be sitting down. He's still here. I've given him my best.
Oh, did you see that uppercut? That was it. It was a left hand up all over. That's it. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. Steve's up, and I'm telling you,
10 out of 10 for courage.
Beautiful shot. Look, his legs are wobbly. That's going to be it. That's going to be it. That was a left uppercut from Pena. Vick's still in there. What courage he's got there, Rob.
And he went down to the canvas and the eyes rolled.
He went down, his eyes rolled. He was straight back.
Really doesn't know where he is. He's fighting on courage.
Now look at that. I would have thought that was all over.
Fighting on courage.
Wonderful effort from Steve Vick. Well, that was a beautiful shot he took, and to get up like that, I'm telling you, that's real courage from that fighter. He's just fighting. He's fighting on instinct right now. Fighting on instinct.
Well, I'm just looking at his eyes and...
Look at that. Even still attempting a spinning back kick after that. That's courage, Rob. I'm telling you.
I thought Hanafi might push him in the corner and put a compulsory count on him, but no, he's up again.
He's only going to catch him a couple more shots, but I'm amazed that Hector's not going in for the finish here.
Well, can he?
Maybe Hector here is a lot more tired than we think.
Can he? Oh, Steve Vick. That's an enormous effort.
Look, Steve not even sure where his corner is. They're helping over to his corner.
Okay, let's have a look at the replay.
We're going to see a replay.
There's a right hand to the top of the head.
That's there it is. Did the damage.
Left uppercut.
Uppercut.
Well, Steve, super kick Vick in obvious pain. And
Hector caught him with that left hand again. That stunned him once again. It was more of a straight left that he caught him with.
Flush on the jaw though. No. And he's bleeding from the mouth now. Steve.
Once again that left hand. There was a straight left and a left uppercut.
Stop it now.
He's going to give him count. He's sending him into neutral corner. Once again, there's that short left hand. That short left hand, he didn't quite find his mark that time for Pena. Look at Vick though in there. He's just throwing that leather non-stop. There you go.
sweetheart. Here we go.
Look at this. Oh, there he goes. He's just finding convincing. Oh, there he goes again. Oh, look at Vic. He's down on the mat now. He actually went down on the mat after the bell.
Well, there's one thing, Hector Pena, you might have won the fight, and congratulations to you, but Steve Super King Vic would not lie down. There was no TKO, and I thought halfway through
What a fight. The crowd just on their feet with this one, Rob. What an exhibition from these two fighters. Crowd are on their feet.
on the replay. And Pena over the top
left hand and that overhand
combination.
right.
Final bout is sanctioned by the governing bodies, the WKBA and the WKF.
Well, here we are, Robert Villapana introducing the fighters up to come. And Hector actually has more than just kickboxing. I understand he's also done some acting. The movie
Fighting out of the
Bloodsport,
blue corner,
Gladiators,
challenger,
Rage of Honor, and Kickboxer 2.
Chai
so
the
he's
Dragon
pretty
Smith.
well filled.
Coming into the ring now, Chai the Dragon Smith.
I'll tell you what, he's walking in with a bunch of confidence. You can see he
Chai comes in
he's real limber.
standing 5'9" tall. Weight 139 and a half. Record of 21-4 with 16 KOs. Currently holds the WKA World American title.
And a great kid, Chai Smith. Like I say, one of the funnier kids that I have in training. Trained hard. Definitely likes the sport of kickboxing. Has been doing it ever since he was a
And
kid.
in the red corner, defending his WKA, KBA, and WKF titles is Hector, the Aztec Warrior Pena.
Well, I tell you, nobody makes a better introduction than Hector Pena. I've seen him come into fights, and he is definitely adorned with more gold than Tutankhamun. Looks like your typical Azteca warrior, Hector Pena.
And a perfect name for a great fighter and a great young man. He's a real role model, a really classy kid, bright, and a super future ahead of him.
Oh, that's right. You know, I was talking to one of the amateurs earlier in the dressing room, and I asked him who the role model was. I was expecting Bob Wall, Chuck Norris. He said Hector Pena. You know, so that tells you a lot about Hector Pena.
Yep, drug-free, and he really wants to be a role model for children, and you've got to give him a lot of credit for that, and he is. He walks the talk, and he absolutely is what he's supposed to be.
Oh, without a doubt. Pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, whether you include boxing or kickboxing. Anybody that has 7 world titles is definitely someone that deserves the respect that they get.
Hector comes in standing at a 5'7",
Well, there's Ruben
a
Nikitas
solid
and Chai Smith.
142 pounds with a winning record of
knows Chai very
32-1.
well.
Ruben
27 by
Urquidez from the
KO.
great Urquidez family, one of the great trainers of kickboxing
Hector's many
history.
accomplishments include
And
movie
amazingly, down from heavyweight to a
appearances,
middleweight. He says he's been
Bloodsport,
training real hard,
Gladiators.
and he looks it.
Well, I tell you what, the first thing I asked him if that was Ruben's son. I didn't know whether that was Ruben or
Working
not, but
ringside,
he looks
the
great.
Honorable Cecil Peoples. And this is a 12-round event.
All right, Jesse Lopez, trainer for Chai Smith. And like I say, Jesse comes from a boxing background, so I think you will see Chai moving in and out.
All right, the great Cecil Peoples, one of the great kickboxing referees of all time. He's taken center ring. He's got the respect of all the fighters, and he really controls that ring.
Well, you know, you're looking at 5 people there. Ruben Nikitas, Hector Pena, Cecil Peoples, Chai Smith, and Jesse Lopez. You're looking at a lot of knowledgeable people there.
Absolutely, a class group. So here we go, first round, 12-round fight for 2 vacated world titles.
All right, well, knowing Chai as I do, I expect him to move around, start off with a jab, get a front kick going, throw a leg kick king. I don't expect him to go toe-to-toe with him this time. Last time he went toe-to-toe in the first round, it didn't last very long. Let's see if we see a new Chai Smith.
Yeah, their previous meeting, Hector Pena knocked out Chai Smith in the first round, which was a shock to most ringsiders, including myself, but it was a great performance by Hector Pena.
Right, exactly. You know, and I talked to Chai about it, and he took a couple of Hector's shots, and he thought that they didn't hurt, so he decided to go toe-to-toe with him. This time, I think you'll see a smarter Chai Smith. There you go. Hector comes with an overhand right, coming up with uppercuts, and that's the way you hurt him last time. Hit him with a right hand, uppercut.
Oh, we caught him with that right hand.
There you go. Hit him with a body shot, uppercut again. Looks like he is out. Looks like an instant replay of last fight, Bob.
It sure did, unfortunately, for Chai Smith.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chai had a great potential here. Started off real good. Once again, it's that same strategy of staying toe-to-toe with him. One thing you don't want to do with Hector Pena is go toe-to-toe. That's exactly what Chai Smith did. Chai Smith paid the price. 2 first-round knockouts against Hector Pena.
Well, Hector Pena did exactly what he had to do. He came out, and when I saw him catch Chai Smith with that overhead right and then come back with the uppercut, it was a perfect combination.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, like I say, anyone's a 7-time world champion. It's nobody takes lightly. I don't think Chai took him lightly. He got caught with some nice shots. He went to the bottom, went to the top of the head, ended up with a nice right-hand uppercut. Kind of a duplicate of last time.
Well, you got to give Chai Smith all the credit in the world. Coming back after the first-round knockout in their first event, and this is something that's never happened to Chai Smith before by any other fighter, to come back down into Hector Pena territory and take him on again. I'm sure he's got to be very disappointed after training this hard for this fight.
Yeah, I agree. And looking at Chai, he just turned at me and winked. He's okay. I think maybe a little bit of pride more than anything else we heard in this fight. Once again, Hector Pena winning first round is the new WKF, WKBA World Welterweight Champion.
Hi, I'm Bob Wall, and we're here to interview Chai Smith. Chai just got through fighting here. Chai, always a pleasure. Now, I understand you took this fight on short notice.
Yeah, I did. So he's a good fighter. You know, I can't take nothing away from him. I just got caught a little too early. You know, I just tried going there, throw the bomb, but he just connect me first. So, you know, he's a great champion, and from now on, you know, I'm going to stay 135 pounds. I can't go up class. He's too strong for me.
Well, you know, Jacob Stitch Duran. Jacob, come on in for a second. Jacob has worked with you a lot in the past. Jacob, one of the great cut men of all time. Jacob made the same comment. He said, you know, if Chai drops down to his weight, I don't think anybody in the world can stay with him. What do you think, Jacob?
Oh, I agree. Like I mentioned before, pound for pound, Chai is one of the strongest and hardest hitting lightweights that there is in the world. I've worked all of Chai's fights, all except for this one, so I know the power that he possesses. Not only that, but plenty of speed, plenty of power. Chai belongs at 132, 135 pounds. I think you will see Chai in the future. As a matter of fact, come June the 10th, he will be fighting Johnny Canabate in Switzerland for a world title at the 135-pound limit. So you will see Chai come back as a world champion.
Chai, you agree with that?
Yes, I'm definitely agree with that. And I'm going to be training a lot harder than I trained for this fight.
The great Hector, the Aztec warrior Pena, and notched another victory. Hector, I don't know, were you happier that you knocked him out in the first round or sadder that it didn't go a little longer?
I was kind of sad. I wish I would have gone a little bit longer. I trained too hard for this fight, I guess, a little bit too hard because it ended too fast. Maybe I shouldn't have trained so hard. Maybe I should have gone out and drank a little bit or party. Maybe it would have lasted a little longer. But I guess it happens, you know. If you do your homework, things pay off, you know. Things pay off in life, and hopefully this will result in more future fights for me. Or at least I won't get any more fights. It's hard. Yeah.
Well, Chai Smith is a great fighter and a great champion, and I'm disappointed myself for him. I know he must be disappointed. This is a little above his normal weight. Do you suppose that had anything to do with it, other than the fact, obviously, you caught him good early, but do you think he was disadvantaged at all, this being a little over his normal weight?
No, I've always had I always say no, because I didn't hit him with my fat, I hit him with my hands. If I would have hit him, if I would have weighed 10 pounds lighter, it would have been the same exact thing. I don't lose power. If I would have waited that same weight, I can go down to that weight. So I don't think it had nothing to do with it.
Well, your power is definitely becoming legendary after knocking out the great Tagami, who previously only had one loss to Benny Urquidez. But obviously, you're starting to feel more and more confident with the power.
Yes, sir. I have more power, more confidence. As I can think more, I can concentrate what I'm going to do. I can pick my opponent. I don't just go there try to beat him up. I let him throw a punch. I see the openings. I have more. I say I'm mature. I'm maturing in the sport.
Jacob, you worked a lot with Chai Smith, and you'd seen the previous fight. How did you see it tonight?
Well, to me, it looked more like a deja vu. I thought I was there doing it again, but I wasn't working the corner. You came out with the same combinations, the right, I guess the hook, and that's what dropped him. A little too quick for me, but you're a great champion, and our hats go off to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
What's next for the great Hector Pena?
I have a fight scheduled in April. I'm doing another one at the Bicycle Club with Coban. I guess I'm picking a tie race. Have something to score off, something that is going to make my life a little bit easier. I'll be able to sleep a little bit better. I'll be back to normal. I can maybe after that fight I've changed a little bit. I've thought more, but I can say thanks to my backing that I have, thanks to Glenn Hoffer that he takes all my stuff. I don't know. I can't appreciate how much he's done for me in the sport, and he's a great promoter too. And thanks to you guys that you guys take the time and come here and support me.
Well, it's always great to have somebody like Glenn in your corner, and I know he's been there from day one, and that's important. That's got to give you a lot of comfort and let you just get in and do your training. But this time you were kind of working two sides of the strip, working promoter as well, huh?
Well, that's not my territory. That's why I'm very happy that I have somebody like Glenn that I leave that to him. I can close my eyes, and I know when I come back, everything will be there. And like I said, God put us together. I guess we'll go a long way. But anyways, I have good people. I got good people behind me, and I got Mr. Bob Wall that he's always been there behind Mr. Jacob, that he drove all the way just to come and help me. And Mr. Robert Villapana. I got Miguelito that is always there behind me. I got pushing me. I got Danny that he says he's always going to beat me up, but he will never do it. He's afraid of me. And I got all these people behind me. And Sean, I'll stay here all night mentioning names, and I'll never stop. Anyways, I just say, just for me, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Thank you for taking time and supporting me, and God bless you all, you guys.
Well, so it's Team Pena then that Chai Smith really had to fight against, huh?
It's my team power, the Mexican power.
Well, we were commenting, Jacob and I, about what a great role model we think you are, not only to the Latin community, but also to children everywhere. The kind of human being you are, the kind of champion you are, drug-free, you work hard. And how much does that mean to you?
Well, that's the basic of life. You know, if you want to make something out of yourself, you got to be clean to yourself. You got to be true to yourself. If you want to mess around and be a fake person, you know, don't mind me. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to say that sometimes I don't go and drink, but I mean, I'm a human being. But if I have something prepared, if I want to be something in life, you got to put something out. I mean, sometimes, you know, I stay home, my friends go out. But, you know, I have, like I said, that goes back again. I have a good teammates. If I go, Glenn, let's go. I got to stay. He leaves his wife, you know. I have good people behind me, you know, that really, you know, I'm going to start crying if I say more. So they really, really support me. And I just... That's you gotta. If you wanna do something in life, you gotta give something out. Either is, if you wanna be a doctor, you gotta go to medical school. You gotta put your years in. If not, you're never gonna be nobody.
Well, my mom told me that the only thing imperfect in life she ever saw was you sit on, and nobody ever wanted to be one of those.
Oh, shit.
So with that, we'll close and say goodnight, and congratulations again, Hector, and of course, congratulations to Chai Smith, a great champion and a great opponent. And again. From all of us to all of you, thanks for being here.
I'm sorry to cut you. And I forgot to thank Tony for all the help and all the cooperation he's done. He's driven around. Thank Mr. Chip, the promoter of this event. You know, he had a lot of faith in me, and hopefully we'll go a long way together. And his wife, you know, took a lot of stuff from me. You know, that was it. Before I left, they were my last people in the line.
Now, I understand you're helping Jacobs coming out with cuts, confidence, and cornermen.
More likely, it's something that me and Glenn are putting together for him. He's the one. He's the production man. I mean, I give him the ideas. He put it together for me.
I think it's a fabulous idea. I've never heard of anything being done. Now what's it going to include, Jacob?
Well, Cuts, Cornerman, and Confidence, it's a video that we're going to be doing actually more for the trainer, not so much the fighter, but I'm going to be showing them how to actually wrap their hands properly so their hands won't break, how to work cuts. There's never been a tape out in the market anywhere where a trainer is actually taught how to work cuts and how to prevent cuts from doing it, and also how to properly work a corner. It's important for a person like this, a 7-time world champion, his money comes with his hands. If they're not properly protected, his life is done. So Hector, I guess Monday we start shooting. We're going to be doing Cuts, Cornerman, and Confidence. That will be a visual manual for the trainer, make everybody a professional trainer. So I'm looking forward to it. I've worked Hector's fights before. It's nice to work as a commentator helping him. Now it's nice to work as his assistant in producing this video. So that's one of the things I'm looking forward to.
Well, congratulations to you, to Hector, and New Dawn Productions, and I'll be looking forward to seeing that tape.
Thank you, Mr. Baba. Thank you, Mr.
All right,
Baba.
thank you, and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Worldwide Kickboxing Promotions presents the main event of the evening, Junior Welterweights 8 rounds. This is a non-title bout. Tonight's bouts are sanctioned by the California State Athletic Commission, William Eastman, chairman. In attendance, co-chairman, Martial Arts Division from San Diego, California, Mr. Willie Buchanan. In charge of officials at ringside, a welcome back to the ring wars to Mr. Marty Denkin, assisted by Tony Kitson. Judges at ringside, Rick Mendiola, Dr. Nelson Hamilton. Our third man in the ring, Cecil Peoples. In the blue corner to my left from Fairfield, California, with a record of 16 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 12 big wins by knockout, the North American Junior Welterweight WKA champion out of Jacob Duran's American School of Kickboxing at 141, Chai Smith, the Dragon. And in the red corner from Sherman Oaks, California, representing the 10 Goose Boxing Club and Encino Karate, with a record of 21 wins, 1 loss, 17 big wins by knockout, the World WKA Welterweight Champion at 142, Hector Pena.
The Aztec Warrior. What an explosive fighter he is, Jerry.
You know, Bob, I asked Hector in the locker room what his worst fear or nightmare was. He said missing the phone call that said he won the lotto.
Well, I tell you, he's an exciting fighter. This world champion is just an incredibly well-trained fighter, and he's got a tough fight. Chai Smith, North American champion. If he gets going, he can be very, very dangerous.
Chai Smith had to actually go down a little bit this fight.
I understand that Chai Smith, he lost his decision to Juan Torres, and Juan Torres is going to be going up in weight, and Hector Pena going down in weight for a future World Muay Thai title fight.
That should be called definitely an interesting fight. Hector Pena, very fast starter and a very strong and powerful kicker. Excellent boxing abilities by both of these fighters.
Hector Pena is his favorite martial artist, Benny Urquidez and Ruben Urquidez, and I guess so. They trained him, they created him, and he's just awesome.
There are those names again, Urquidez.
Yeah. And as a kid, my idol was Benny Urquidez and Chuck Norris, he said. Well, there's some real talent in the ring. Got the 10 Goose Boxing Club.
Hector Pena says if he'd like to meet somebody, he'd like to meet Cesar Chavez. That would be...
In case of a knockdown, go to the neutral corner, stay there.
Chavez.
I'll call you out.
But let's take one step at a time, and let's go to Chai Smith and Hector Pena.
Here we go. We're about ready for round 1 in this scheduled 8-round fight. Brought to you by Worldwide Kickboxing Promotions, David Crapes and Rudy Urquidez.
Ready, John?
Cecil Peoples, center referee. Chai Smith with the black trunks on the right, and Hector, the Aztec Warrior, Pena on the left with the white trunks. First one, here we go.
The Warrior and the Dragon.
We'll see what happens with the Warrior and the Dragon.
The Dragon shakes his head. Nah, nothing. No power. Hector Pena coming with some strong combinations. He's definitely got some power behind his body.
Nice front kick there by Chai Smith. Nice round kick to the leg.
His legs take it out.
Right, Chai,
After
watch the
quite a
ground.
few thrown at
Keep him up. Let's go.
No question.
Right down, guys.
Nice right hand.
Chai Smith needs to move his head or he's going to get banged. He's just taking it. His head's too stiff right there.
He just needs to loosen up a little bit.
Just a little tense, a little over.
Oh, nice right hand. I don't think he's getting up, Greg.
Nice right hand by Hector Pena. Left hook, right hand.
Beautiful combination by Hector Pena.
He's not getting up, Bob. He's down.
Sit down.
He says, I'm not going to get up. Watch the combination here. As he comes out of the clinch, nice right hand, left hook. The combination of both punches that takes him down.
Right, he caught him right flush on the...
He made a dragon into a lizard.
Right flush on the left cheek and then again on the right cheek. Chai Smith down and out.
Pena had an easy
Oh, I hate to see that. The inside pressure of Chai Smith actually an excellent fighter, but Hector Pena just really hits so hard, gets on you so fast. Oh, first round knockout in our main event. Hector, the Aztec Warrior Pena.
Hector Pena and Juan Torres should try to be a very good fight. I've been looking forward to watching, and I'm sure you will too, Bob.
Oh, that Juan Torres is just absolutely an awesome fighter. He's a fabulous fighter, and Hector Pena.
The winner by knockout in 107 of the first round, Hector